What's that?
Very critical chore.
I think settle a little bit, let it settle. Second approval. Yeah, just got the phone down, and said, well, so everything's set. And you said that email, so I spoke too soon.
Okay.
This is a meeting of the Township Committee, May 2nd, 2016. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Star Ledger, the Independent, and the Two River Times, and by posting at the Middletown Township Municipal Building and filing with the Township Clerk on January 7, 2016. Committeeman Massell.
Here.
Committeewoman Murray. Here. Committeeman Sedambrino.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Here.
Mayor Sharpenberg.
Here.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor the troops serving worldwide, defending our freedoms, constitutions, and way of life. Thank you. We have no action items on tonight's agenda. Because we have the budget, we're going to propose resolution 16-131. No, wait, we're on. 16-134, resolution authorizing the 2016 municipal budget and 2016 solid waste budget to be read by title.
So moved.
Second. Committeeman Massell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Murray. Yes. Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Yeah.
Mayor Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt resolution 16-134. At this time, we have the public hearing and vote on the 2016 municipal and solid waste budgets.
Is there any member of the public who would like to speak to the municipal budget? Seeing no members of the public come forward, we'll close the public portion and move for adoption. Second.
Committeeman Massell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Murray.
Yes.
Committeeman Sharpenberger. Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Yes.
Mayor Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt 2016 municipal budget. At this time, we have the 16-121 solid waste budget.
Okay, would any member of the public like to speak to the solid waste budget? Seeing no members of the public come forward, move to close the public portion and move for adoption.
Second. Committeeman Massell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Murray.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Yes.
Mayor Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt resolution 16-121 solid waste budget. At this time, I'd just like to let the Township Committee know we're going to pull off the agenda Resolution 16-130, a resolution for temporary emergency appropriation due to the adoption of the budget. At this time, the Township Committee can vote on a consent agenda. Oh wait, I'm sorry, let's do the ordinances first, if
Okay.
that's okay? All right. At this time, we have ordinance 2016-3165, a bond ordinance amending bond ordinance number 2015-3141, finally adopted by the Township Committee of the Township of Middletown, New Jersey on June 1st, 2015.
Is there any member of the public who would like to speak to ordinance number 2016-3165? Seeing no members of the public come forward, move to close the public portion and move for adoption.
Second.
Committeeman Mansell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Murray. Yes. Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Feward.
Yes.
Mayor Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt ordinance 2016-3165 on second and final reading. This time we have public hearing on proposed ordinance 2016-3167, an ordinance amending Chapter 28 of the Code of the Township of Middletown, recognizing Middletown Emergency Services, Inc., a not-for-profit corporation as an emergency medical services provider in Middletown.
Is there any member of the public who would like to speak to ordinance number 2016-3167? Seeing no members of the public come forward, move to close the public portion and move for adoption.
Second. Committeeman Mansell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Murray. Yes. Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Feward.
Yes.
Mayor Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt ordinance 2016-3167 in second and final reading. At this time, we can, I would love the Township Committee to adopt a consent agenda, which would include resolutions 16-127 through 16-128 through removing, 16-129, including 16-131, 132, 133, and the firefighter applications.
So moved. Second.
Committeeman Mansell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Murray. Yes. Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Feward.
Yes.
Mayor Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt the consent agenda. At this time, we have the Township Committee acting as the ABC issuing authority. We have Resolution 16-129, a resolution authorizing renewal of the plenary retail distribution license 1331-44-007001.
Move for adoption.
Second.
Committeeman Mansell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Murray. Yes. Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Feward.
Yes.
Mayor Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt Resolution 16-129. At this time, we have regular meeting agenda items for May 2016. Certificate of Appreciation proclamations, approval of minutes, public hearing on proposed ordinances, and introduction of proposed ordinances. Consent agenda, which would include resolutions, bingo and raffle applications, and volunteer firefighter applications. For discussion tonight, we have the first item, Title 39, American Properties, Taylor Lane.
So Tony, I just wanted to ask a question here. Reading the document, I was just discussing this with the mayor prior to the meeting. We're asked to provide Title 39, which is something that's not out of the ordinary, but what is out of the ordinary is, in this application, is Block 51, Lot 14, which belongs to Homedale Township. And I see nothing here that says that Homedale Township, I'm not sure we have authority over Homedale Township municipal property or property belonging to Homedale Township. I see nothing that grants us that ability, and I think it would be bad policy potentially for us not to get something from Homedale Township asking us if they want us to do Title 39 on their property.
I think that actually this really should just be removed, because Title 39 only applies to traffic rules and regulations anyway. That piece of, that little triangle in Homedale is just vacant land, so it wouldn't, so really that.
None of the roadways would be in that.
That, when we do the ordinance, that blocking lot will come out. It's blocking lot in Middletown, but it's owned by Homedale, but it's totally undeveloped, so it shouldn't be in there.
The other question while we're talking about this specific property is we had met and talked about, we're going to talk Title 39, we might as well talk about traffic and otherwise, and we had talked about there were some concerns with respect to DOT right-of-ways based off of Route 35 being granted by the replacement engineer after the engineer became conflicted with respect to, I guess that would be Taylor Lane at the intersection of, is it Devonshire or Burge or somewhere to that perspective?
I think there was a discussion about a possibility of making a section of that road one way.
Well, there was, but there was a thing where it seemed like there was we had spoke about a waiver or something to the effect, or something that the engineer Holder Associates had given with respect to that area, which is like a quarter mile or a half a mile off Route 35. Did you ever get any specific detail as to what that was and why that was granted? Because it just doesn't seem to fit in when we're talking Title 39.
No, I mean, I didn't get an answer from Hooder about that.
So can I ask
Yeah,
that
you
we
can get that.
get that?
Okay.
Our next item, we have to authorize fireworks displays for May, June, and July.
Nothing out of the ordinary, right?
No, the only one is, I think Beacon Hill hasn't done it before, so they're a new venue for fireworks.
They provide us all the insurance certificate and bonds.
They pay a fee to the fire prevention office, they do inspection, have somebody on scene.
They expect they have to file plans as to how they're gonna set everything up.
Okay. We have road materials for Public Works Department.
Hey, can I ask about the materials purchase? Weren't we gonna do something where we were gonna purchase some through the county, or were we still purchasing the materials ourselves and they were just performing the
What
work?
we're doing is we're working with the county Public Works Department and their paving crews to pave some roads in town. They bill us for their material, for their equipment and their personnel, but we buy the material directly.
Okay.
That's what this is gonna be covering. So we're increasing that amount because we're doing even more last year.
And that's worked out
Worked out beautifully.
pretty well.
Saved us a lot of money.
You know what, just incidentally, looking at the roads that they've done, now I know which ones, they really do a great job.
They do.
That was a great,
It helped us out a lot.
great partnership, to enter into with this kind of stuff, especially if we can get more roads done for the same number, so.
Yeah, we had initially thought, we'd only maybe work on some relatively small jobs, but they've done some pretty big ones.
Yeah.
They're gonna be doing another big one soon,
Yeah.
which is gonna save us a tremendous amount of money.
Yeah.
And do we still have to do design and stuff on that, or is it just they're just repaved?
We do, and if the roads aren't really flat, it's not that big of an issue. You can mill it and pave it, you don't have too much design. Still a lot of, concrete work and things like that that are, ancillary that have to be done, but essentially they can hop on, especially in an emergency, it's great. They can come out and fix a road that's in really bad shape and do a good job and do it quick.
Most of them are mill and pave?
Most of them are mill and pave.
Okay, so no reconstructor, savings has been on a straight up mill and pave
Right.
project.
Can you see if the county can come out in the oil chairs or
Mine in particular.
Yeah, mine needs it too, so I'm trying to stay really still.
see if
You
it's-
can do that actually.
Thanks, Dave.
Welcome, just spice things up a little.
Now we have police uniforms for new hires. And township committee comments.
Okay, Mr. Massell.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to save my comments for a regular meeting.
Okay, Sedembrino.
Thank you, Mayor, I have nothing this evening.
Okay. Murray, what do you say?
I believe my chair and I will reserve our comments for the next meeting.
Enough noise out of you.
Yes, enough for me, thank you, Mayor.
Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. The only comment I'll make this evening is with respect to approval of the municipal budget. Again, I thank the administration. I will echo my comments from the introduction meeting. I think the administration and departments did a wonderful job putting this together. I think it is a budget that takes into effect the realities that we continue to strive for, which is being as efficient as possible, with as little impact as possible to the taxpayers of Middletown while providing exemplary service. And some of the moves and decisions that this committee has made this year will even bear further fruit of that in the future. And I think it is a testament to this committee's and this administration's will to continue to pass budgets well below where we can pass budgets with these cap exemptions, saving the taxpayers over 20% just going to the cap where we've been allowed to. I think that's a big deal, and I'm thankful to the committee again, and happy to vote for it today. So thank you.
Thank you. I'll just echo what the Deputy Mayor said, and this budget is sort of a precursor to what's going to be coming in the future. Some of the things that we've instituted, some of the shared service agreements, and certainly the health benefit reforms are really going to be paying dividends in the next coming year. So for this budget to come in as lean as it has been, as it is, and also to keep the tax rate flat is a really good sign, because things can only get better from here. And I shouldn't say that with another winter looming and all of that stuff, but all of the variables that we can't control. But this is really a testament to the great administration here, all the department heads who really get it. We really have the A-team here in Middletown. We're very fortunate. And the result is a budget that is really a model for the whole state. And I've said this before, I travel around the state, and sometimes we forget how good we have it when we see some of the other struggles of other municipalities out there. So this is really good, and a hat tip to everybody who put so much work into it. And I guess I'm going to leave everything else for the next regular meeting.
We have public comments?
Okay. Before we have public comments, I just want to reiterate the ground rules. Please state your name and address for the record, and keep your comments to 5 minutes, just so we make sure everybody gets to speak if they want to, okay? Is there any member of the public who would like to speak? Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name's Don Watson, living at 1 Collinson Drive. I'd like to address the agreement that we made with the county for the 911 system. I put in a couple of open requests to review this agreement, and was told that there's no records available, although the resolution itself says that the participation plan was previously submitted by the township.
There's no records until it's been executed.
Well, it says here that there was a plan that was submitted before this resolution was drafted. Okay, and I had opened the plan, and it said there's no records available.
There were meetings and discussions that went on for months, years.
And no record of it?
No, until a draft agreement was prepared, there was no record. And now that the agreement has been adopted, it's just been signed, so it's available now. So.
Does my Oprah request still hold? I have to submit another one? So I have to submit 3 of them now. Also, the agreement says that the Sheriff's Office shall provide 911 call function services effective April 15th.
Yes.
Are we taking 911 calls here now?
We are. The Verizon strike has made it so that Verizon won't take any calls to transfer any lines, and particularly 911 calls. So once the Verizon strike is over, we'll get on the schedule to get the work done to transfer. So right now we're still doing 911 here.
Also, the resolution also states that the agreement will be open for public inspection immediately after passage of this resolution, which was a month ago. Okay, so why would it say that if it wasn't available until it was just signed now?
Because it just hadn't got signed.
The conflict attorney that was working on the agreement was still speaking with the county as far as terms. So it was not complete. I didn't even have it.
Although it says that you do have it. So there's a conflict right there.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like this was just thrown together
It's
That's-
certainly
that-
not
that couldn't-
thrown
yeah,
together.
that couldn't be any further from the
There's
It's
so,
not thrown together. That's
Yeah.
a ridiculous thing
Don,
to say.
I spent at least one full year as mayor working on this with the fire department, the EMS, and the police, and
So you have-
administration, and the county. We sat at this very table for prolonged periods of time over the course of that period. Nothing was thrown together. This is something that was very well thought out, and
except the release of the resolution.
that's paperwork,
This
which you'll
township
have.
committee does not
That's
throw things
paperwork.
together.
This is paperwork. This is
It
what
is,
the
and you'll
public,
submit an open request, and you'll get it,
I submitted
just
two
like
already.
everyone else.
I submitted two already. And,
It's the Democratic gentleman talking.
doesn't matter. I'm a member of the public, Mayor. Doesn't matter who I am.
Right,
You know,
but to say
and-
things like this is something we thrown together is absurd.
Why release something if it's not available?
Why release?
It-
why
Yeah,
release-
you
Well,
release
it
this
is available.
resolution stating
Come on, you
that
know
the
what?
agreement
Ask
is
for it and
available.
you'll have it. You'll have
I
it.
asked for it
Nobody's
twice
gonna
already.
keep it from you. You're
Twice
gonna-
already.
Right.
So as soon as it's ready and it's available, you'll have it. There's nothing hidden here. There never is. This
Well,
is
it
one of the
says it
most
was available
transparent
on April-
processes going.
It says it was available beginning of April.
Well,
There were
Well-
signatures that have to be put on the document. It hasn't changed, but it is
I
available.
could have gotten
now.
a draft copy then if we were waiting for signatures.
No.
I get draft copies of ordinances.
Yeah.
You know, these are draft
We don't
copies.
give out draft copies. We're not going to give out draft copies of an agreement. We're going to give out an executed
Draft
agreement.
copies of anything are advisory, consultative, and deliberative, and are not public records until they're executed.
And yet I'm told that all the ordinances that are introduced are draft copies.
Yes, they are. Usually
So-
by the time when they're put in the agenda, we put things out there beforehand for public consumption so that you can see it. They're still subject to change.
Right.
And
And
there's
that's
things
what I
that
was
change
requesting
right up
right
to the
here.
time of execution.
That's what I was requesting right here.
But
See, this is the,
not important.
so you're
It's an agreement.
complaining that we give things out in advance for public
not
consumption.
complaining, I'm
So
just
if you
saying.
want, Mr. Watson, if you
Mr.
want the
Nelson.
township to stop giving things in advance, we can do that, because we aren't obligated by law to give anything out in advance.
Well,
So if
apparently
you
you
don't
have
want
stopped
draft
already.
copies anymore, the township committee can stop that practice.
I
But we
was
try to provide information in advance for public consumption so that people can see what's coming. We don't have to give anything out until it's executed or acted upon.
I was just
So-
asking for a
so-
draft copy of this.
All right, folks, we're gonna have to move on. It's 5 minutes. Thank you. Is there anybody else from the public who would like to speak? Okay, seeing no further members of the public, come forward, we can close the public portion and move for adjournment.
Second.
Committeeman Massell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Ryan.
yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Yes.
Mayor Trachtenberg.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.